For me, the internet was the escape. Okay, second year, third year, guys, I would request you, even first year, please do as much as internship possible. Okay, there are no proxy for experiences in life.
Welcome everyone to the first ever podcast by ESL and NITA Agartala. It will be a series of talk on entrepreneurship, startup and innovation. So firstly, I would like to start by asking you all questions. Do you find it difficult to actually maintain a CV? Or how many times have you made changes in your CVs for different company roles when you're applying? And do you find the opportunities on non-tech jobs very often? Are they handy to us? There are many such questions which the man who is present with us today has answered. He has a fresh new approach to all of this. I would like to welcome the founder of Fueler, Mr. Riten Debnath. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Join your hands together again, welcoming you, sir, once again. And so, firstly, I would like to congratulate on your TEDx accolade, very recent TEDx accolade. And also, he has been featured on Tripura News just yesterday. And we are glad that he's here with us today.
Awesome. Very much excited to be here. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, looking forward to this conversation here. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, firstly, I think you have studied in a college from West Bengal, and I've heard that you had actually been a part of ESL there, or you had a kind of inclination towards that. Okay. So, since we are also an entrepreneurship cell over here, I would want to know what was your journey from ESL to Fueler, just as an overview. And secondly, also, I think you had developed an online notes portal in your college.
You people have done your homework really well. Nice. Nice. So, yeah. I'll tell you, first day of my college, I guess, first or I guess second day, I went to my college, I came back, okay, so outside of my gate, there's this senior who called me, hey, come here, okay? I was like gone, like, I mean, like they'll be ragging and all, right? So that senior, he told me, hey, will you join ESL, right? I'll be like, what is ESL, okay? So he's like entrepreneurship cell, and entrepreneurship is about building all the product that you see today, Facebook, Instagram, all of those that you use today, right? These are all nothing but example of entrepreneurship, and we have a club here in our college, okay? And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I guess that was the first time when I understood the importance of entrepreneurship, okay? And I guess that kind of inspired me the idea of building startup and all of those. And it was back in 2014, by the way, okay? And I guess that was the first time when I came across ESL, and especially there is a ESL like in our colleges, okay? And yeah, from there only I connected with those seniors of mine, and did some of the work with them, but eventually it was not taken seriously, okay? But yeah, I'm really happy to be here, that I'm seeing that you folks are doing such incredible stuff with ESL, right? Yeah, okay. And regarding the college notes, yeah, I remember doing that with one of my friends, Uddhav, okay? It's called My College Note. It's live, by the way, you can check it. My CLGNOTES, okay? Just type this, you will get it. So I remember during our college days, I mean, especially during exam, by the way, we all read before exam, right? So before exam, we needed all those notes around us, right? Notes, then question papers and all of those. So we were like, why not, have a simple website where people can put their notes and stuff and they can use it, okay? So we built that, and we built that literally in a weekend or so, okay? And then we made it live and people loved it. So we built it until 4th year, and that helped a lot of folks, and not just us, even teacher used it. Teacher used to send us, hey Riten, can you put this on the website, because the students can actually use it, right? So that is when we thought, okay, this is how impact really works. We didn't make a lot of money out of it, but the thing is, we were able to understand how entrepreneurship look like and what problem solving really mean, right? So yeah, if I answered your question, yeah.
Sure, sir. So for the students over here, we guess many of them will not know Fueler. So, sir, could you explain Fueler for them, how it works and how it is beneficial for them?
All right. So, Fueler is an online platform. It's an online career portfolio platform that helps you showcase your work. Okay. Most of you might have heard of this word called portfolio, right? What is portfolio? Portfolio has all our proof of work. Okay. So, proof of work is nothing but a tangible proof of your skills. Okay. Let's say you are someone who says I am good at full stack development, and just saying is not enough. If you have built some product and you can show it to people, they can simply put your link on the browser and they can open it, and that's how you've proven that, okay, I have built this. Okay. Not just that, I can also see the code you have done. Okay. And in case of say other roles, say in case of maybe content writing, some of you might be doing content writing here. Okay. So if you say, Riten, I am good at writing email script, okay, or say email, I'm good at writing email, but I'm like, okay, fine, can you show me some of the emails you have written? So if you simply share some of the emails that you have written, that is your proof of work. Okay. Now in case of Fueler, what we do, we help them build their portfolio, and the portfolio has all your proof of work, and you can use that Fueler link to your resumes, to your social media. Okay. And that helps you get jobs. Not just that, you also can get freelancing gigs, consultation, and all sort of opportunities. Okay. So so far we have been able to build more than 50,000 community folks, and it is crazy that people can't kind of vouch for us. Okay. And that happens because it works. Okay. Let me share a small story here. There was this guy, he's from Delhi. Okay. So he told me, Riten, I used to share my some link stuff. He used to share his work with some link and stuff. Okay. But he never used to get back from the founders and like all the decision maker. He was never getting replied. Okay. But the moment he shared a Fueler profile, and he was like, dude, they saw my work, and next day they were like, let's get on a call. I'll tell you what exactly what. It's not some magic here. I'll tell you. So when you share some link, right, it's usually very long link. Okay. Okay. And also it looks ugly. It's not presentable. That's the problem here. With Fueler, if you open Fueler link, the first thing that you see is the work that you have done. Okay. So Fueler portfolio speaks about this one thing really well, that is the number of projects you have built. Okay. If you open any Fueler portfolio, okay, if you scroll down, you'll see all the projects a person has built. So that clearly gives them an idea, okay, this person has built 20 projects, 10 projects, 5 projects. So even if I'm interviewing that person, I know what exactly the person has done. Let's speak with that person. There is a clarity the decision maker has compared to when you share your CV and stuff. Okay. So this is what we're trying to build through Fueler in our platform. And yeah, of course, let's see how far we can go. Yeah.
So like you said that it would be a lengthy thing, like even in case of proof of work, we might have made multiple projects. So, and I think there is an
custom portfolio. You guys have done brilliant work in research. So yeah, there is something called custom portfolio in our platform. So it's one of the love feature on our platform, where imagine you are traveling to say Dubai. Okay? How many want to go to Dubai here?
Want to.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Great. Good. So you want to go to Dubai, okay? And you have this wardrobe full of cloth. Okay. So you won't be taking all your clothes, right? You'll just carry some of the clothes in your duffel bag or maybe in your trolley. So that's how custom portfolio works here. Okay. You have all your work on Fueler portfolio, and custom portfolio helps you create segregated work of your proof of work. Okay. So you'll have a separate link inside Fueler portfolio where you can share it with your clients. It's very simple. So that way you are not confusing the decision maker. So the problem here is, I'll tell you, when you see an opportunity and you pitch them, hey, I can do this and here's my Fueler profile. So what happens is that person might get cognitive load. Okay, they will go through maybe say 50 of your work. Okay,
so
but what if I tell you, just pitch that person with 2 or 3 of your work you have done, or 5 or 6 relevant work, where the person will spend time and check it. That's where Fueler comes in, right? Fueler custom portfolio. You can build custom portfolio inside Fueler, where you can pitch your decision maker through that link. Okay. So it's very simple. Yeah.
So sir, you mentioned about custom portfolios. So does that mean like if I want to apply for Amazon, for Apple, so will I make it according to that company?
Yeah. You can make it as per your work you have done. So let's take an example of coding. Okay. You have say you have 10 front-end projects. You have say 5 full stack project, maybe 6 plugins you have built. Okay. So it's in total you have some 20 plus project. Okay. Now you are pitching to Amazon or maybe Apple. Okay. In that case, you just want to pitch them with your full stack work, but your Fueler portfolio has all of your projects, which has plugin, front end work, and full stack work. So if you're pitching to Apple for your front end work, so you can just create a custom portfolio of your front end projects and you can send it to them without having to confuse them with the other projects you have done. So that is how simple it is. Okay.
So say we are an engineering college, so I would want to classify our student base into 2, job creators and job seekers. Okay. So how is Fueler actually benefiting the job creators for the first time startup founder?
They can build their team through Fueler. Okay. So some of you might be having an idea here, okay, and you feel like, dude, I need a developer. I'm not a developing person, right? I need a developer. Or you're a developer, you need a person who is good at design or marketing, okay? So you will get those folks inside Fueler, okay? Please go type Fueler Discover. You will get the first page. Go there. You will see a lot of projects there. That page is like YouTube homepage. You know YouTube ka homepage, right? Where you will see multiple thumbnails and stuff. That's how the page is. You will go there, type keyword, maybe type design, maybe type email design, maybe type marketing. So you will get a lot of projects there. Click on that. If you will, on top you will see work with me, okay? Or if you want to see the work the person has done, click on that. You will be able to see all the work the person has done. From there you can connect with them and you can hire them, right? Collaborate with them or tell them, hey, I have this idea. Right now I might not be able to pay you, but if we make profit, we can split 50-50, okay? And for that, there's a movie you can watch, Rocket Singh, Salesman of the Year. Anyone knows that? Awesome. So only one person. Crazy, man. Please watch that movie. Please watch that movie. That's one of the best movies you can watch in entrepreneurship. I guess that movie is way ahead of its time. Okay. Rocket Singh is by Ranbir Kapoor. Please go watch it. It's one of the best movies in entrepreneurship. That guy, he's customer oriented, and that person will teach you a lot about entrepreneurship, which might be a lot of books might cannot teach, right? So watch that movie. It's very good. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So, sir, you mentioned that there is this 50,000 plus community on Fueler.
Yeah, community members.
Yeah, community members. And you also mentioned that you can discover your team members on Fueler. So, what does it take to build a community that you have built, and how is it important? How much importance is community for the community members?
It's very important. Yeah, I mean, if you're building something, okay, and you need feedback, okay, you need the first 100 people to love your product, okay. In my mind, I knew that, okay, if I'm building this product, who I'm building for? I'm not building it for some alien or some ghost, even if it exists, right? So imagine you have built a product, okay, and you're sharing it with someone, okay, and there is no one to use it. So that's really a problem, right? I mean, who is going to use that? So I guess that's where the community angle comes in. And I had in my mind that, okay, I have to find first 10 people who loves our platform, then first 50 people, then first 100 people, and then next 1000 and stuff, okay? And I have a mental model for that too. Here I can show you. So try to visualize this, okay? There is this big circle, okay, and inside that there's a small circle, okay, and then there is multiple layers of circle. So each layer is nothing but the people that supports your startup, okay? I'll show that here. The first circle, the small one, is where your 10 people comes in, okay? They are the one who are going to vouch for you, and that 10 people are going to bring 100 people for you. Now imagine the second circle where there are 100 people standing with you. So that's how visualize community in your mind, okay? And community aspect is going to help you build startup like anything, because they will promote you, they will vouch for you, and again, it won't come without effort, okay? Because you're not buying them, right? I mean, they love you, that's why they are supporting you. And trust me, that kind of love and support you cannot buy through money. It's never possible, okay? If you tell them, hey, I'll pay you, just do this, maybe they will do for 1 day, 2 day, but if you kind of inspire them and maybe if you impact them, right, so they will do that maybe through their lifetime, or at least 5 to 10 years, right? So yeah, community is very important. Build community around it. And again, in case of community, I would suggest go live with your people. I guess most of us here are Batman, okay? So what that means is we have that Batman energy. Once we get an idea, we get into cave, okay? So we start building there without caring ki bhaad mein jaye duniya, right? We'll build something, and once I build it, and people will go crazy, but that never happens, okay? So please come out of that. Go spend time with your people, live with them, ask about different situations, different problems they're facing, and tell them, hey, I can help you. Say, imagine most of you might be interested in mental health, right? And you will be like, okay, I'll be helping you connect with a therapist. You don't have to
So
pay.
if I wrap up your community thing,
that could be a simple problem you're building.
test
You
your
can
product,
you can
within
say,
your
ki, hey, I'll help
community,
you in a
first circle that
basic
you
level,
mentioned
but
within
if you
10
want
people.
expert
Then
help, then you have to
that
pay
could
100
grow
rupees,
to
okay?
1,000 people.
But I can help you.
Considering
So
that
that
there
is how
could be
you build your
asymmetric
community
growth.
around it.
If I
And
quote
trust me,
Tanmay
there are a lot
Bhatt,
of
he says
ideas that you
that
can
media
solve in that,
currently,
okay? And build
media has
community around
asymmetric
it.
growth. It can
Okay.
grow out.
Okay.
It can reach any So people. if I wrap up
So,
what is your take on first you can test your product within your community. When I first circle that you mentioned within 10 people,
we saw
that then that could grow to 1,000 people.
Yes.
Considering that
Yeah.
there could be asymmetric
What is your
growth.
take on content creation?
If I quote Tanmay Bhatt, he says that media currently media has asymmetric growth. It can grow out. It can reach any people.
Right.
So, what is your take on videos? Recently, when I were researching about Fueler, we saw that you are introducing videos to your Fueler. So,
Yeah.
what is your take on content creation?
Okay, so that video thing is something new we are adding. Okay, it's called video proof of work. Okay, these guys are very smart, I'm telling you. They have done their research really well. So video proof work is something new we're building. Okay, I told you the project, like I told you that part, right, where you can go find your team members, see their work, and you can hire them. What if I also tell you that someone sitting there, okay, maybe on the screen you can see the person is explaining the work they have done. They'll be like, hey, I'm Riten, I have built this product, I built this project, this was my inspiration, I did this, I did that, I took it from there, Tanmay Bhatt inspired me and all of those, and I built that product. So you'll be more inclined toward connecting with that person because it gives you a vibe check. Okay, this person looks good. Now imagine going through a lot of folks out there. That is what we are trying to build next on Fueler. Okay, so it will help a person express better. A lot of time when you express, it's not something clear. Sometimes you come off rude. I'll tell you, a lot of introvert here sitting. Any introverts here? Okay, they're introvert. They cannot raise their hands again. So, all right. So, so introvert. I mean, I'll tell you, when they're chatting. Okay, on say when you're chatting, right? So even if they're just simply saying yes, na, you will feel it's rude. Okay, so there is this problem. So with Fueler, the question I asked, okay, can we help people? Can we inspire them to become more expressive? Okay, expressive in terms of the passion they have for their work. If we can do that, then it will help them unlock the job opportunity they're looking for, right? So that video proof work is going to be about that, and I hope that happens very soon because I'm personally excited about that. Okay, yeah.
Sir, also, I think you are the advocate of using Twitter a lot. So even I think it is a good platform to network, right? Community building is for, even in community building, your community, people are helping each other as well.
Yes.
But Twitter, by and large, is for a larger community. So how do you suggest for us to use it?
Right. I told you about books, right? So also please, try to be try to join one of the platforms like Twitter or LinkedIn. Okay. So if you join Twitter, I guess most of us end up in the bad side of Twitter. Okay. It speaks about politics and all of those, right? So the first hack, I'll tell you what you have to do. Go there, unfollow all the people you know. Okay. As in all the celebrities and all of those. Just unfollow all of those. Okay. And then go on the search bar and type for say indie hacking or maybe entrepreneur. Okay. Or maybe try to follow people that you already know, where you're going to learn, not the celebrities. Okay. Celebrities are people who are activists and all of those. So usually when people join Twitter, I see that they end up seeing the wrong side of Twitter. Okay, but Twitter is incredible. Why? Because the kind of people who are going to get on Twitter is amazing. I've been able to speak with some of the founders very closely on because of Twitter, just because of Twitter. I mean, what is the probability of the founder of an academy will follow you? He follows me on Twitter. Okay, see, I'm not bragging it. Okay, but the point I'm trying to make here is because he was able to see Fueler, and that's when he discovered me and he followed me. And I didn't follow him there, right? But right now when I saw, okay, I was like, wow, this is amazing, right? So this is what Twitter does to you. Okay, it cuts down the the entire noise. Okay, and if you are willing to find the right people, you will get it on Twitter, and it's very simple to use. And maybe initial first some month it will be tough, but please go there. You don't have to tweet anything, just listen, just see what people are putting, read, engage with them. Okay, and the second step would be comment on them, right? Just tell, hey, congratulations, loved it, I am also from this place, and try to find familiarities. Say for example you are from NIT, maybe find other NIT folks. Okay, maybe type NIT there, maybe type NIT Agartala, maybe type NIT Silchar, maybe NIT other place. So that way you will find folks who are from similar niche, and maybe you can network with them, and that eventually helps build your courage, right? So you can use Twitter in that way, and again, please use LinkedIn too, and all of this helps you a lot in your job. Okay. Yeah.
So, like for your Twitter roadmap, I have this suggestion. Like we can build out a Fueler portfolio. Then, considering this asymmetric growth again on Twitter, we can like
share our work.
Yeah, share our work, share our Twitter like Fueler portfolio link over there, and anybody could
give
have
feedback.
A look. Yeah, anybody could have a look on our Fueler portfolio, and then could even hire us. Yeah. So, sir, considering this networking thing on Twitter, how do you onboard companies like for hiring on Fueler?
Oh.
Like, do you use offline networking because you're in Bangalore right now, or you like in the initial stages? Did you use Twitter for that?
Got it. So for that, I use multiple channels. Okay. Yeah, of course, Twitter was very much useful for us. Why? Because since people know us, right? They knew us like, okay, there is this platform called Fueler, but they knew Fueler as a portfolio platform. They didn't know, okay, that I could hire from Fueler. Okay, so that's when that one-to-one communication is very important. So I saw this founder, okay, and I see that they are hiring. So I simply DM'd them, hey, like I saw that you are hiring and I could help you. Okay, would you be interested to check it out on Fueler? And that's how I did it. And that's how simple is our life is also about. A lot of time we overthink a lot that, hey, like, what if I tell this to the person and what if the person reacts and all of those. It's all bullshit. Okay, please send your first message, tell them ki, hey, I want to help you, would you be interested? And that person will either say yes or no. And I'm telling you this is a secret, you will feel guilty to say no. Okay, so it's not very easy to say no. Okay, so please take your shot. Okay, a lot of time, especially when we are student, right, we are scared, we are like, hey, what if the person says no? But don't worry about it, right? The answer is anyway no if you're not taking action. So what if you get a yes? Okay, so that's what I also did in my case. I was shamelessly doing that. Okay, I was shamelessly asking people for referral, for just vouching for us, for connecting. So if someone is already working at some company and I know that the company is hiring, I was like, hey, can you please drop in some word? I will email them. So that way, then they knew that person has told me about Fueler and I have received this email also. So it eventually helps in trust building, right? So I was following all those strategies to kind of uh, um, like what onboard them on Fueler. And also cold emails have helped us a lot. I used to email folks, especially the founders, and tell them, hey, like, we are building this platform and it can help you find a guy in just 5 days, maybe 3 days, or maybe within 24 hours. And that has actually worked for us. And there's this movie, anyone knows, Focus by Will Smith? Anyone? Okay, no problem. Watch this movie. You have watched it? Yeah, Will Smith, by Will Smith, right? It's about that gambling and all of those. Do you remember? Okay, so I insist you folks to please watch this movie. Okay, by the way, I love movies. Okay, that's why I'm putting it. I'm not like, I mean, पढ़ाकू वड़ाकू ऐसा नहीं, ठीक है ना? See, I learn from everything, right? So this movie, okay, there is this scene, okay, where Will Smith, what he does, he influences a person to take a decision, and that is one of the fascinating moments for me when I saw it for the first time. So watch that movie. It's Focus by Will Smith. I hope it's Focus only. Focus, right? It's Focus. Yeah, okay. And then I guess it's one of the best movies you can watch. Okay, it's about psychology. That's why I'm telling you to watch it. And it's a fun movie. I mean, it will be entertained. Okay, and it also has that some element of F1 also. F1, anyone who watches F1? Okay, it has some element of F1 as well. So you can watch that too. So it's an interesting movie you can watch. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you had just said that you have to influence the person, you have to convince the opposite person,
Yeah. So similar to in IQ, Indian question, you have to also build your RQ. Okay, so I'm writing about it, by the way. I'll share this very soon. It's called risk question, right? You have to build risk question in today's time. Okay, and that's very important, trust me, and in a good way, of course, right? Not in a bad way. Yeah.
So how did you convince the bigger names, say Apple or Airbnb and all?
So I'll tell you, for in that case, you have to again find people working in that company, right? And that's how you build your network. So use LinkedIn for that. Okay, maybe I'll give a raw example here. You want to work with, say, this company, okay? And how do you do that? The first logical step would be, please go check out your LinkedIn, okay, and find that company, find all the employees working there, okay, and find all the second degree, third degree connection from there. First degree, second degree, third degree connection, right? Leverage that. That's insane. Okay, so from there we'll find someone who is already working there. Text them, right? Send your Fueler portfolio, right? Because it shows all your work, or maybe your GitHub link, okay, whatever it is. So that's how you will leverage it. Okay, so similar in our case too, what we did, we simply find people who are working in these companies. We have a list for that too, by the way. I have a Google sheet maintained where all the committee members I told you, right, they are working somewhere, right? So from there I made a list. Okay, this person is working there, this person is working there. So I'll simply ask them, can you help me connect with this HR from that company? So I'll email them. Maybe they will say no, but again they will hire, right? So I will again reach out to them. So the point is, I don't have to give up. I have to keep doing that. So that's what entrepreneurship is all about.
So the same strategy we can use for getting hired.
Similarly, same thing, right? I mean, you have to. There's a mistake most of us make. We don't follow up. Do you know follow up? What is follow up? No. So if you email someone, okay, you forget them, right? Like, so that's a mistake. Please follow up. Do you know what is the industry average follow up number, the count? Any guesses? Chalo, guess karo. Sorry? No, not that one. I mean, what is the minimum number of follow up you have to do so that you get a reply from the other person?
3.
Okay, 7. Yeah, 7. That is the average number. 7. So socho, if you have sent an email to someone and that person is not replying, don't cry. Okay, even if you cry, come back again. Okay, and then write the person again after 2 or 3 days. Then again write. And again, don't write ki, hey sir, did you see? Don't write like question marks. So I get this a lot. Okay, sorry. So I get this a lot. In my email, I literally get people sending question mark. Never ever do that. Okay, maybe send something like, hey sir, I just built this within this week, or I read this something interesting you told on Twitter, or maybe something, and then maybe add some line, did you get time to check my previous email? Please go with that approach. Okay, and guys, Google it. Please Google how to write cold like follow-up email, right? Use Claude, use ChatGPT, use other tools where you can learn how to write follow-ups, right? So yeah, do that.
So as I had mentioned, like networking thing. So how important is location for networking? Like being in Agartala, we find it difficult to network with the right people. But now since you're in Bangalore, so how is Bangalore helping you for your Fueler journey?
It is helping a lot. I wish I was there earlier, TK, but I guess I had some constraint initially, and that has also helped me in building Fueler. And there is this something I like to share. It's an idea. It's called prison mindset. Okay, prisoner mindset. Remember this. So prisoner mindset usually means, so imagine you are in prison for wrong reasons. Okay, and any sharp object that you see, it's like an escape for you. If you find a needle, not needle, chalo, to bahut chota ho gaya. Like maybe you find a spoon, or maybe you find any sharp object. Okay, the first thing that will come to your mind is, can I cut this with this? Right? So that's what prisoner mindset is all about. Okay, so prisoner mindset is like whatever situations you are in, okay, and you are willing to escape that. So somewhere, if you are in location constraint, so use the other ways. So for me, the internet was the escape, okay, and books are the escape. So sitting here, how can I leverage those? So that's what I did. But yeah, I guess I did. I leveraged that really well, okay, and after going to Bangalore, I realized I should have come here earlier, because the offline thing matters a lot. Okay, maybe speaking with someone online, and after you connect them offline, the impact is huge. I mean, people remembers you. Okay, I remember I went to this event, and someone literally came and he saw my hoodie, and he was like, by any chance you are connected to Fueler? I was like, wow. I mean, that was the bliss moment for me, first time. Okay, because that person doesn't know me, but that person knows Fueler, and that was a very good thing for me, because community was growing. They were knowing each other, and somewhere probably they might have heard of Fueler, and that's how they saw this, right? So offline thing matters a lot. Wherever you get a chance, please go outside and talk with people. And I guess Saurabh asked me this question, okay, while I was coming, that please tell about Saurabh, right? Yeah, please mention some actionable step for networking. Okay, so visualize this. If you speak with someone, okay, and the speak was so bland and very simple, so that person doesn't remember you. So when you're speaking with someone, try to come up with something insightful that the person is remembering. Okay, I mean, speak something that people is going to remember for. And how do you find that? You will know that by speaking with the person directly. Okay, like what the person is telling about, does the person has interest about this? And it doesn't have to be about productive discussion. It could be as simple as movie, it could be about music, it could be a book that person is reading. Okay, it could be the costume they are wearing. Okay, so the point here is you have to break the silence, right? You have to take that first step so that the person also interacts with you. Okay. In case of action step, I would like, see, they won't slap you. It only happens in movie. Okay. So don't worry about it. Okay. Please go. Maybe just say hi. Hey, which department? If you're doing it here, maybe just tell which department you are from. I mean, like if it's a fest you are part of, maybe just say, hey, this looks interesting. This banner looks interesting. I know this is stupid, but you can say it, right? So that's how you will do it. And again, by taking multiple steps, you will be able to break that initial hiccup, right? And especially introvert face this a lot. So please, I mean, like just maybe take the first step, and it will be easy over time. Okay.
So you mentioned that actionable steps to network. So also you want to make this thing very much visible for our audience. So here most of the people are in clubs. They do activities within clubs. They do suppose to make a website, they do it. They make content. So how can they onboard those activities, those work onto Fueler to show it as a proof of work over?
Oh yeah, of course. You can. What are the activities? I mean, can you tell me? Can you
So
specify?
suppose,
Did it design? Did it posters?
If we mention about ESL, we have different teams. We have tech team, we have design team. The tech team looks after the website. The design team makes posters for various activities. We make case studies posters. Also these banners and everything, they do it. Content team gives out the content. We have blogs in our website. Those are maintained by our content team. So
all of you from ESL?
No.
Okay. So very simple. Fueler, when you publish your work, there is multiple options here. There is a title you have to add. You have to add a thumbnail, and then you have to add a small description. Okay. So title you will mention ESL poster for 2025. Okay. It could be as simple as that, and you will have it in the description mention maybe the team you have worked with, what are the brief you got. The brief was, I was being told to create a poster that is appealing, that is something related to this. I was taking inspiration from there, and so description will have that. I really wish I could have shown you. There are a lot of examples on Fueler, by the way. Okay, you can literally go search for it. You will see what people are posting there, right? So that will help you. So coming back again, title, you will write, you will put a thumbnail, and thumbnail again will have a the poster you have done. Okay, or maybe the poster will have a thing called posters for ESL 2025. The thumbnail will have a simple image, and you will see that it's written there, posters for ESL. That's it. Then description will mention the detail about the poster, and there will be link, and that link will have all the work that you have done. It could be say 5-6 poster. Don't just put one post. That's kind of turn off. Okay, maybe for single one poster you can have multiple dimension to it. Okay, and if you have designed something, maybe try to click a picture of that. It's a if someone has designed poster, right, it's an achievement for that poster got printed. Okay, so you can also click a picture of that and put it all everything inside a drive link, and that use that link there on Fueler and publish it. And that's how you build your first proof of work. Okay, and similarly for other thing that you have done, it could be content, it could be say maybe case study you have done, right? The case study could be on a Google slide or maybe on Canva, and again similar process. Just link is important here. Again, why link? Because link is usually something that can be easily accessible. If you share a link with me, I'll be able to see it easily, right? Irrespective of the platform I'm using, irrespective of the device I'm using. Okay, so that's why link. And to be able to present it is very important here. Add the title, the thumbnail, okay, and then the description part. Okay, and description is something very important again, because it helps you rank on the platform. Okay, if you don't use right keyword, then people searching for you won't be able to find you. So please write the right keywords and stuff, and that's how you will do it. Okay, and probably I'll show you, maybe if someone has internet here, I'll show you some of the profiles. Okay, and trust me, you're gonna love it, the way people have done. Okay.
So actually it is nice to know, because maximum of our time goes in club activities or institute level activities, and if it is actually getting us an opportunity where we'll get paid for it.
Of course it will, na. You'll be able to pitch someone, right? I have done this in my college. A lot of time you go with the angle that like I have done this, but there is nothing to prove it. So if you're saying that, hey, I want an internship, and second year, third year guys, I would request you, even first year, please do as much as internship possible. Okay, don't be like that person, okay, who is doing 2-3 internship in three different places. No, do at least one internship, 2-3 internship, but do it. Okay, and literally beg for it. Beg for it. Beg for internship. Why? Because it will help you build experience, and there are no proxy for experiences in life. Okay, There are no proxies for experiences in life. Whatever you're going to learn as a human, right, it is unique to you. Okay, so please do internship. Okay, even if it's free, I mean, pay unpaid, do it, because the next internship could be paid one. But at least if you're not doing the first one, the next one wouldn't be coming, right? And this next person doesn't know that the first internship was paid or not. Nobody's going to ask you that, right? But do your internship, because that is a very good way to build network with the founders, know the team very well, and what if that opens up more doors for you, right? And this activity thing that they asked, right, this is what it is going to help you a lot. Okay, the poster you create, the content you write, maybe any other thing that you do, even if you're doing photography, even that's a proof work you have. You could literally cover an event, right? And the drive link I mentioned, you can add all the image there, and in the description you can mention what are the things that you did, and that is actually your proof of work, and that is going to help you get more gigs in the future. I can get you gigs in Bangalore. There are a lot of events that happens, and people ask me, "Then do you know any photographers?" Okay, so if in good cases I can refer you folks, and they might sponsor you your travel also from Agartala to there. But in order to happen, I have to see your work. I have to kind of vouch for your work. Hey, like, check this out. This guy is amazing. I have known him, right, or her, right? So please document your work.
Again, 4 years, our entire maximum 80% or more. The goal is to get a job.
Of course.
The goal is to get a job. So in such a case, in an institute level, it is there's a specific process. First, we'll have to give an online test, and then a couple of rounds of interview, and then we'll get hired. So Fueler coming into the picture now, do you think there will be a time where this entire traditional campus hiring system will be killed?
To be very honest, I don't want to kill that. Okay, I personally don't want to kill that, because I know this is cliche, but I guess suffering helps. Okay, suffering helps. Okay, your character is built through suffering. Okay, your true character will be built through suffering. Imagine there is no suffering in life. You'll be like this. I mean, you'll be so lazy and stuff, right? So suffering helps. I don't want to take that away, but yeah, of course, add fuel to the process, right? I mean, through Fueler, you might get a wildcard entry, right? Or maybe you will be able to, just by showing your Fueler stats, you will be able to get special entry to that job. Maybe you don't have to appear for the aptitude. Directly the interview process. Maybe connect with the founder directly. Okay. So that is what I envision, and obviously through Fueler, I told you our process is very simple. Again, you see a company, they have hosted assignment, you want to work there, just do the assignment. The founder or the team will call you, get on a call, interview with them, and they'll hire you. Okay, it's that simple. So you'll get offers like that, and anyone who is looking for internship as well, you can try Fueler for that too. Okay, so yeah, and in case of college placement, obviously I do have some of the plans, right, but it will take some time to execute, because when it's about college, the equation is different. Okay, there are a lot of things involved there. I mean, faculties are there, college placement cell is involved, right? So there are things that I have to take care of, and again my intention would be to benefit everyone, not to replace anyone. It's like, can we become friends with them, can we collaborate with them, not to replace them, right? So yeah, that will be my answer.
Yes, sir. So mentioning about career and internship, most of the students over here also, they are confused like what to do. Like some want to get into web development, some want to get into some other stuff. So there's this, I'd like to quote Naval on this, because I believe that you look up to Naval. So Naval mentions about this thing called specific knowledge.
Yeah.
Leverage your specific knowledge, and specific knowledge is something which you can't learn. It comes naturally to you.
Naturally.
Others feel that it is something that is very hardworking. That is very, like, for them it is hardworking, but it comes naturally to you. So how can all of us over here like leverage our specific knowledge, know what is our specific knowledge, and then get into that career?
Got it. So I guess a lot of time we read quotes, right? But we take it in a wrong context. Let me explain that. Okay. So there is this line, right? Most of you might have heard of it. Especially entrepreneurs love this. Don't. Why should I work for someone else and have them make money? Instead, I should work for myself, and I should make all the money. That's actually very good line, but we take it in a wrong way. Okay, I'll tell you why. So when you're working for someone, you are not exactly making them money. You're also learning something. Imagine you're just working but not making anything. That's foolish, right?
It's like an investment to our
Yes, exactly. So don't take that line very seriously, especially when you're growing in your career. Until 25, don't take that line seriously. 25-year age, age, okay. Until 25, don't take that line seriously. Please work with as many as people possible. I did that. That's why I'm telling you. I'm a live example for that. Work with as many as folks possible. Network with them. Connect with them in any way possible. Coming back to his quote, specific knowledge, obviously it will come natural to you, okay. But for that, you have to explore that. Okay, you have to go there, and it won't come easy, yaar. It's about hard work only. I mean, some work will be easy, some work will be hard, right? But some of the work will feel natural to you. Like for example, when I'm talking with you people, it doesn't feel like work to me. It comes natural to me, right? It's like, okay, I'm enjoying the process. Similar to that, you will have some of the work in your life which will be natural to you, right? But again, in order to achieve that, you have to go do it. If you don't do it, how do you know, right? Okay, so specific knowledge, again, it is not something you will be achieving in your 20s. Maybe in your 40s or 50s you will get that, right? But it's not that easy to get, right? For that to happen, you have to work on multiple things. Okay, try anything possible. Web development is there, design is there, development is there. And don't worry, I mean, your background, if you are in, say, computer science, and if you're feeling guilty that, hey, if I take design then it's a bad thing, it's not that. I mean, take whatever you are happy about, right? Take whatever like you can make money from. The direct answer for that question would be chase money. Okay, chase money, not in a wrong way. Okay, chase money in a way, okay, fine, if I do this, I'll be getting paid. Okay, I'll be getting 500 rupees, I'll be getting 1000 rupees, I'll be getting 5000 rupees, I'll be getting 10,000 rupees. Okay, so that's a very good parameter to, filter out noises. Okay, and even if you're doing internship and for free, see if the company is good enough, if the founder is good enough, if the founder has very good social capital. Okay, if the founder is someone who is like very popular, and if you have worked with them and later on you can actually brag about it, hey, I have worked with it, and that is actually going to help you, take it. Yeah, if I am getting a free internship with Nawal, I should take it, right? If I say no, Nawal is not paying me, I won't be taking it. It's a stupid, right? Same thing apply in your case. Okay, but internship is important for you people. Okay, do it. College will be there. I mean, you won't get NOC and stuff, but still, please find a way to do internship. The reason I'm telling you about internship is because experience as many as things possible in your life. Okay, because if you do that, you'll be able to learn a lot of things. There is a mental model for that again. Visualize your life in the form of life stack. From your childhood until today, what are the different things you did? All of those were nothing but different, life stack. So not all of them were successful, but few of them were successful. But at least you did that, you built that entire stack, right? So that's important for you. Okay, and if I show you that, it looks something like this. Just a sec. Yeah, can you guys see this? Is it visible? So by the way, this entire box you see here, if you, I mean, zoom in, right, it's nothing but small pictures inside, and this all small pictures are nothing but my experiences in life. Okay, so similar to yours, you all have experiences in life. So the bigger it is, the bigger learning experiences you are going to have. Okay, and just below this there is a figure where I have multiple stacks I have created. Okay, and this represents different people in their life, and some of them have bigger stacks, some of them small stack, right? So this is to explain that if you experience a lot of things in your life, you will be able to build your experience even better, and experiences will bring insights, and that insight will help you build courage, and that courage will help you do greater things in life. Okay, so this is the mental model for that. Okay, later on you can see it. I have a lot of them here. Okay, so yeah, if I answer your question.
Yeah, so I think the bottom line is network, grab opportunities
Yes.
as much as you can, and experience all of them.
As much as possible.
Yeah.
So, sir, coming to your startup Fueler, so could you give us a brief introduction on your team structure, on your culture? Like, do you have any?
One-man army.
Yeah, do you have co-founders?
Yeah, of course, I have a co-founder. He's my college junior. We built it. I guess I know him for like seven years now. Okay, so that chemistry is very important. 7 to 8 years, I guess. So, yeah, it's pretty cool actually. We have a very, I mean, straightforward culture in terms of work. We have to get this done. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and we want to keep it very simple as possible. Focus towards the value creation for our community members. Okay, and we started off our journey building remotely. Even today we work remotely. Suppose I'm here right now, so we are working remotely, so it's pretty fine. And when we are offline, we are again work together as well, right? So yeah, our culture is pretty simple, but again, we are a very small team right now. We are a very lean team right now. But over the time, obviously, as it gets bigger, so we'll have a lot of other parameters to judge, right? But yeah, the focus will be to inspire people to do work, which also inspire people to do great work, right? The proof work thing I mentioned, and the community angle too. I want to keep the community angle very much closer to our culture, right? So if we are building in this team, we want to tell this one thing that hey, like whatever you're doing, uh, if the person is needing some help, they are looking for help, you have to go and just talk with them, right? Because it's not like that I'm a developer, then I'll only develop. If I'm a designer, I will just develop, right? So if you talk with customer, then you will know that okay, fine, what the person is actually requiring, right? So that way you will be exposed to what the situation is instead of just building and sitting there and building. I guess a lot of founder practice this, okay, where they allow their team members to go and go out and talk with their customers, because that way you will know what your works, the value of your work. If I'm building this, so someone out there is going to use it. So if I go and directly talk with them, then I'll get real data from them. So that is the culture we are trying to build. And again, we're very early in this, right? But hopefully we'll be able to do a lot of other stuff.
So do you plan to do remote hiring?
Even today we have remote folks working with us, okay, and yeah, we do this, right? It's just like we are very selective about folks, right? I mean, what energy they bring to the table. Is the person uh, so is the person someone who can do things on their own? Are they self-driven? Okay, so we take care of those things, okay. So if the person is not self-driven, then that's a problem, right? We have to keep telling them, keep pushing them. And this is why I told you folks, right? Do as much as internship possible, because it will help you become that person who can do things on their own. And founders love that kind of energy you have, okay. So be that self-driven person who doesn't need hand holding. Hey, like do this, do that, right? You're doing things on your own. And when you're working in an internship, please identify the objective of that role, okay. If you're a developer, what is exactly expected from you? Try to have that thing clear in your mind. If you're a developer, if you're a marketer, if you're a writer, define the objective that you have, okay. Once the objective is clear, it will be easy to do the amazing work when you're in the company, okay. So objective is very important. Objective could be anything. I mean, it could be maybe making this product live. It could be making this production live. It could be production ready. Then it could be maybe getting this many traffic on the page. Some of you might be having running this e-sell page, right? So your objective, if anybody who's doing internship with them, then your focus or objective would be to increase the number of followers, right? So that is the objective. So whoever is hiring you, maybe ask this direct question ki, hey, like what is the objective you have, right? So that will help you. Yeah.
So any startup has to go with a revenue model
Yeah,
to sustain. So I guess your revenue model is a membership.
Yeah,
Like
membership and company side.
Okay. So could you
True side.
give us an introduction on your membership? How does it help?
Oh yeah, of course. So Fueler is free, by the way, guys. You can sign up on the platform for free. It's totally, I mean, like you can use it. But if you want priority in terms of say building a kick-ass portfolio, okay, like portfolio literally can like impress someone. That's why we help you with the membership, okay. So membership is something has worked a lot. We started off with this very plain simple model, 999 for a year. Right now it's 2,999. Okay. Why? Because it has grown over the years. We have increased the value and people have loved it. And they are like, Riten, you are literally charging nothing for whatever value you are providing. Right. So that is what I'm trying to tell you here. With the startup perspective, please learn about money. Okay. Learn about money. You are not doing some social work. Okay. Startup or anything you're doing, don't take that thing as a taboo, right? I mean, if I ask for money, then you're doing some sort of crime. So don't go with that angle. Okay. If you're building some product yourself, try to understand the money angle to it. Okay. If a competitor is charging 50 rupees, so can you at least make 30 rupees? Okay. Chalo, I'll give this example. Most of you might not know this. This is an experiment I did in my college. So most of the engineers, we wake up late and we just rush to the college, right? And there's no time for breakfast. Okay. So what we did with my roommates, we started selling sandwiches. Okay. Very simple. Bring breads, cook it, pack it, and the packing was again very frugal. Tissue paper, okay, wrap it, and it was so well packed, okay. And I used to carry that 10. First day I carried 10 and I gave it away for free. Okay. And I was like, how much can you pay? Okay. And like, yeah, this is good. I can pay 25 to 30 rupees for this. Okay. So So that was a random experiment I did. From the first day itself, it was profitable. Why? Because I had to buy like veggies, right? Or for non-veg option, eggs, right? And the bread. That's it. And butter if I use butter. Okay. So that is how you take care of the money side. Okay, don't just do it for social service. Okay, at least go experiment it. Ask people, hey, this sandwich they are selling it for 50 rupees, but I'll just charge you 30 rupees, and you have to take this one week subscription. Okay, I cannot give you one for one day. Okay, maybe just give them for trial, but say I will at least sell for 7 day or minimum 2 weeks or maybe 1 month. Okay, so that way you can sell it, but don't put that money part into pedestal. A lot of founders, we do this. The moment we bring money in the picture, people kind of run away from you. Okay, so one important precursor for this is check what people are already spending money on. Maybe coffee. If they're spending money on coffee, maybe try to that's a very good signal that okay, you can work on something that is about coffee, because people are already paying for coffee. We did that breakfast thing because people are paying for breakfast. Okay, so and we were like, okay, if you're spending that much, can you also spend this? It's healthy, it's homemade, right? So we did that. I guess we did that for 1 month or so, and it worked out well. And exam came, and we couldn't do it, right? But yeah, that's a good experiment.
Similar kind of model works in our college. While the exam is going on, many people don't get time to
Breakfast.
Study at the night time.
Okay.
So some are selling snacks.
Yeah, nice. That's good. So that's how you can experience things, right? So yeah, that really helps.
Yes, so talking about money, is your company bootstrap, by the way?
Yeah, we are fully bootstrap. And again, raising funds are not easy, guys. Funding is not easy. Okay. There are a lot of elements to it. I mean, I guess a lot of founders don't accept this. Okay, but obviously your background really matters. The place you come from, the college you come from, the ex company that you have worked. It really matters. Okay, so don't put that into pedestal again. You might think, yeah, I build this product, people love it, you will get money. It's not true. Okay, the background really matters. Okay, and to improve that background, maybe work with some very good startup. Okay, or have a good credibility, maybe IIT, IIM, all those really helps. Trust me, those really helps. Okay, I'm saying this with full honesty. Your IIT degree, your IIM degree really helps. Okay, in terms of funding, not startup success. Okay, in terms of funding, the investors trust you easily, because even if your product is ready, you will have your customer ready, because they're already trusting you. So there is this entire alumni network that is helping you. Okay, so that is there. Every time I visit an IIT, I'm like, dude, this is incredible. I mean, this is so nice. The alumni network and everything, it's so amazing, right? So in case of funding, we tried for funding, and we are still in talk, by the way. We'll be raising in some time. So we bootstrap our journey, and I guess that's a good thing that we did. Okay, because bootstrapping helps you understand about the problem better, because every time you throw money on the problem doesn't solve it. Okay, so sometimes you have to go there and solve it with your hands, compared to telling someone else to do it. Okay, so having money is an advantage, but even without having money, it also helps, because you are creatively solving the problem. Okay, so we did that a lot. We did everything. Maybe say in case of community, we could have built the numbers to 1 lakh or even more by just spending on ads, but right now we did content creation. We did create value for our community members, and that's how we grew. So that's how creativity came in. So money, when you don't have money, you will become more creative with your actions. Okay,
Also, restriction.
Yes, yeah.
In limited resources.
Yes. Resourceful. Again, this setup here, it's an example of bootstrapping. Okay, imagine you have this money and you could have rented out big cameras and stuff, but you did this by all the scrappiest way possible, all the creativity way possible. So this is what I was trying to tell you. This is what entrepreneurship is all about, right? If you're building something, do it in a most frugal way possible, because that's how you're going to test the idea without spending a lot of money. Okay, and trust me, that becomes a story one day. Okay, today I'm telling you because I did all of those things, right? So yeah, it becomes a story one day.
So you had mentioned about books and even about movies. In a similar interest, do you follow any entrepreneur's journey very closely, or is there any entrepreneur that you relate to the most?
Okay. All right. So there are a lot of them. I have learned from a lot of entrepreneurs personally. Okay. So see, I don't have specific person in my mind that okay, I kind of follow that person like religiously. It's just like what I do is I try to take their learning from like different content they have created. It could be maybe they have come to any podcast, right? They have shared something or they have written their own blog. So I really love what Paul Graham has done. Paul Graham is a founder of YC. YC, anyone knows YC here?
Yes.
Y Combinator.
Why can we do that?
Yes, so that has changed my life, guys. I'm so proud of it. So I'm glad I came across their website. So I came across Paul Graham, okay, and his essays, okay. Guys, please read his essays, okay. Paul Graham essay. Just type this on Google, you will get it, and all his essays are crazy, okay, and that has helped me a lot, okay. So that person, I've learned a lot from his essays, okay. Apart from that, I guess Kunal Shah, I have learned a lot from him. Ritesh Agrawal, I have learned a lot from him, okay. Then all the entrepreneurs, especially who are critically solving some of the problems of India, right? So that has inspired me a lot, okay. And books, Airbnb, right? If we talk about global startups, most of the startup entrepreneurs who haven't had this good background, but still they did it. So those inspires me a lot. So I learn a lot from them actually. Yeah.
So, sir, being one of the pioneer of Tripura startup ecosystem, we have seen you on multiple platforms like Backstage's Millennial representing
Yeah.
Tripura startup. So, what is your take on Tripura startup ecosystem? Like being in the startup circuit over here, we have seen like the government is funding actively. Recently, we had this launch of startup policy where ESL also represented. We have also this thing, this setup is also part of the Directorate of Information Technology, wherein they give us 1 lakh rupees for 5 projects every year. And there are also like recently there is this startup called Talking, if you know. Yeah, they got this 75 lakhs rupees funding. So is it like really beneficial for students over here to grab those perks and get into startup? And what is your
Yes,
take?
yes. So like previous to that, they didn't have that poor type thing, right? So is it 1 lakh or 2 lakh? I guess 2 lakh.
It's 1 lakh.
Okay. Is it for the college?
It's for the college students.
Okay, but I guess if you are directly applying to the startup Tripura policy, right? So they have a 2 lakh rupees grant. Okay, so that is just for the idea stage. You have to just got approval for the idea. Okay, so if you apply there and they like your idea, they will grant that money, and that's a very good amount. 2 lakhs, you can literally build stuff and you can try it out. Okay, and after that there is a POC stage, proof of concept. Okay, and for that too you have a grant up to 10 lakhs. And by the way, you are getting all this money without giving out anything on equity and stuff, and it's for literally grant. But again, it's a grant. Okay, you have to use it really well. Okay, so there is support. The problem is the action side. Okay, I have always told this several times that the problem is the courage. People don't want to do it. Okay, and I don't know. I sometimes I feel like I just feel like venting out. I mean, why exactly you're not doing it? I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do. There are a lot of opportunities around you. Okay, maybe just take something, build it. The problem could be we are not focused enough. We don't want to do it bad enough. That could be one of the reasons. So imagine this cup. Okay, so I feel like that I want to create my own cup. Okay, but I don't want to do it bad enough. So that is very important here. Okay, do you want to do this bad enough? So imagine this cup here. Okay, what if I tell you ki you can just create black color cup and you just sell it. Your USP is just black cups. Okay, not just cup, maybe other utensils. So how bad do you want it? You might not want it bad enough. That's the problem. So I told you, right, in my case I wanted to do bad enough. I wanted to do startup. I mean, I wanted to solve that problem because I have seen my people around me, they are not getting opportunities. So I was like, nahi, I have to solve this. I had that energy in me, right, ki bhai karna hai. Okay, so I guess that is what is missing in our folks sitting here. See, again, we all have our own motivations in life. Okay, we all can accept this, right? Not everyone wants to become an entrepreneur. Okay, but if you really want to bring something in the society, so entrepreneurship is one of the ways to it. I at my core, I believe that entrepreneurship will change the world, and it is already changing the world. Okay, everything we see around us, it's an example of entrepreneurship. By the way, everything. Think about it. This chair, fan, all of this, people actually solve some problem. The initial version of all of this were not this, right? Even the bottle, all the thing that you see here. Sorry. Do you know pictures? Have you seen pictures?
Yeah, TVF.
TVF pictures, right? The first show itself, yeah. So Naveen Vansal, right? He mentions about this bottle thing. Anyone remembers? Like he explains the bottle analogy, right? People used to use leaf initially to carry water, but someone actually built it with clay, right? That clay could hold water. Then someone came up with the idea of, say, plastic. Then with plastic we could build a bottle, right? So all the thing that you see around us, it's nothing but an example of entrepreneurship. So you will have to be inspired with something and you have to do that, okay? And entrepreneurship is not easy, guys. I mean, not easy. You have to literally have this steel mindset, right? I cannot give up. I have to do this, okay? If you don't have it, then it's very hard. It's very hard.
So talking about this taking action, I feel like why most of us don't take action is because of the fear. Like being practical, like in today's competitive world, you can't just start, because if you just start like the previous days, your work won't work out. Suppose we had recorded this podcast on a minimal setup on a phone, or maybe there's this chance that it will not work out. So at what stage, like according to you, should we go live?
Got it. So okay, very good example. Okay, I'll explain this. This podcast, okay, with this podcast, your main aim is content, not the aesthetic part to it. Okay, focus on the goal. Focus. So in my room, I have this line written in front of me: focus, homie, focus. Focus, homie, focus. Focus. I mean, your goal with this podcast is to help persons speak about things. The content is your main product. The aesthetic is not the product here. Okay, so you have to tell people to watch this podcast. You have to give example. Hey, maybe this speaker, he spoke about this thing, she spoke about this thing, go check it out. So your focus has to be this content, not the aesthetic part to it. The aesthetic comes very later when you are actually making money out of it. Maybe how? So again, money would be something not tangible. It could be in the form of sponsorship. Okay, it could be in the form of maybe something you're getting in pro bono, right? So in that way you have to think. And if you're again in your mind you're thinking, yaar, views nahi aa rahe because mera video dekhne mein achhe nahi hai, so maybe you're not selling it better. That's the problem. Learn about sales, learn about selling. Why people will watch it? They will watch it only when it is going to benefit them. So socho ki NIT mein you have students from Agartala, ठीक है, and why they will watch this video? अगर उनको entrepreneurship में interest नहीं है तो वो नहीं देखेंगे ना, simple है. But if you feel like कि नहीं यार, they want to do something and you want to tell them, hey, like this person has spoke about this thing, you can solve it in this way. So that's when you will be able to tell them कि भाई देखो ये video, तब वो देखेंगे. So learn about sales, ठीक है. Even if it's a podcast, you have to sell it better. I mean, you have to target the right person who is going to watch it, and उससे वो action लेंगे भी, ठीक है. So like learn about that thing here, right? Again, your content is main product here. Content की लोग क्या पूछ रहे हैं? Content का the main objective of the question again is the question part. I mean, main content कब आएगा? जब आप right question पूछ रहे हो, right? So when you're asking right question, the person will speak about it, and that is actually going to be valuable. ठीक है, चलो मैं एक question वो करता हूँ, ठीक है. So for example, if you ask any entrepreneur from Agartala कि hey, you have been living in Agartala for this many years, okay? So can you give some 3 ideas that any student can pick up? So now that's a very good question. Anybody can take up. Now that is also relatable for someone who is coming from small town in other states. A lot of are you from other different states, right? And not everyone is from tier 1 city here. You might be coming from tier 2, 3 cities, right? And there also you can go and think about, हाँ उसने ऐसा कुछ बोला था, मैं भी कर सकता हूँ, right? So the same thing, so the same question. So again, for this, there is 3 framework. Look for the consumption here. What people are actually paying for? They are paying for education. They are paying for food. They are paying for what next? Can anyone guess? Health. Good example. So build something around health. Build something around food. Build something around maybe finances, right? Build something around education. Okay. So again, why they're not trusting you? Solve for that. They will trust you when they are credible. When you say that, hey, Tripura government is supporting me. Maybe the CM of the state has recognized our startup. So this is why you should check it. Don't pay for the first month, second month you pay us. So you have to keep doing that. Okay, that's one of the way you can build a product. Okay.
So I think we'll shift the focus to the audience now, and we could take questions from them as well.
Sir, let me introduce myself. I am Rakshit. Currently, I am from 4th year. Okay. So, sir, I don't know if you remember us. We have hosted you 2 years back
Okay, thank you.
January during Carpe Diem as well.
Yeah,
So welcome back.
thank you. My honors.
Sir, actually, we built a product. It is not finished yet, but we try to do something. So what happens is, in our placement, there is no specific procedure for collecting the data from the students, which we submit to the companies. Okay. So for that, what we did was, along with me, there were 4 other ESL mates as well. We 5 of us worked together on a full stack project. Was we made it simpler to collect the data. So what we did was, we made an interface which the students can access. They will just put the data once. They'll make a profile. They'll put the data once,
Right.
and then the placement coordinators will be able to access it. They'll convert it into Excel, and then it will send it. The problem,
companies.
problem right now is, we don't have such a system. We just collect the data through Google Forms for as many times as the number of companies which visit our campus.
Okay, so you want to
Okay.
solve it by like reducing the redundancy there, right? I mean that repeatability of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are reducing the repeatability. So what happened is, now because each one of us got busy because of our own placements, we were not able to move forward with that. I want to personally, I want to make it as a product which can be sold to different colleges, because most of the colleges don't have such a platform, especially the government colleges. We collect the data through the forms, and then we circulate and everything we do. It's a tiring job. I'm also a placement coordinator. So I have personally worked on that, and it's very tiring. We have to maintain so many Excels and
I
all.
agree.
So it becomes difficult, and sometimes we also make a small mistakes, because there are so many companies, right?
Correct.
So how can we scale it to such level that we can go beyond just our campus? We have actually, one problem is that we haven't been able to convince our faculties as well, because government bureaucracies play a very big role in this.
Right.
Something, it's not a startup and all, maybe an initiative which we want to do as a side, something, a hobby as well. So how do you think we should move ahead with that?
So the problem is you're not able to convince them to use your product. That is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Got
scaling
it.
as well.
The problem here is कि somewhere the system you're building, right, it is carrying people that it will replace their job. ठीक है? It will take away their job. Okay, one thing. So you have to address that thing, number one. And to be very honest, there's nothing as such called side thing. Okay, whatever you want to build now, you have to actually make it a primary objective initially. Then you hand it over to someone. Do you think it is the right time right now to hand it over to someone? No, right? So until then, you have to actually put your energy into that. Okay, and again, I don't think it's again a proper solution to it. I'll tell you how it will be a solution. Okay. So if you Airbnb, how many know about it? Awesome. So Airbnb, their founder, they did this one amazing thing. I'll tell you. It's called 11-star experiences. Okay. Anyone knows about it? No, right? Okay, fine. मैं explain करता हूँ. So Airbnb founder, he asked their guest, okay, what would be a 5-star experience for you? ठीक है. So they'll be like, okay, fine, clean होगा room, ये वो होगा, अच्छा होगा. ठीक है. Then he asked them, what will be 6-star experience for you? 6-star. ठीक है. तो उन्होंने फिर बोला कि हाँ, अगर खाना भी मिलता साथ में या फिर कोई बटन होता ऐसा. ठीक है. Then they also, he again asked, what will be 7-star? Then similarly he went to up to 11-star. Okay. So 11-star would be something like, the moment I just I am traveling through, say, private jet, okay, and Elon Musk is coming and receiving me, right? So that is like 11-star experience. So try to think here, the person, like the customer, they are telling you the exact solution they are looking for. ठीक है. तो in your case you have to also think of something super efficient. Say for example, एक बार पोर्टल में ले लिया, ठीक है, so can you create a unique ID for someone? Okay, and that becomes their identity. अब से ना Google Form में या कहीं भी होगा, they just put their ID, that number that generated by you will be enough. Once they put that number, it will automatically fetch all the detail of the person.
Yeah, we are doing exactly that, using the enrollment number and everything.
Exactly. So is it unique enough? I mean, not unique. I mean, is it cool enough? Does it have that reason? Are you getting me? I mean, कि यार मैं बस flex करूंगा. Like, see, check this out. I mean, this is something cool. Is it? I'll tell you. A lot of time, you know, people tell me that Riten, this fueler word is so cool. I mean, fueler, right? Fueler. This word is so. I mean, you remember this, and again, उसके पीछे भी psychology. I'll tell you what. So, I guess most of the population around the world, they have this one word in their mind, fuel. Fuel is very much familiar, right? उसमें बस हमने ER जोड़ा, fueler, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell here. Ki what is the cool element to your thing, and especially you're targeting this Gen Zs here. So they have to own this thing. They have to kind of own this shit. Okay. So you have to find that element. Or you ask them, take random 10 people and see who are the top 5 user या फिर कौन ऐसे user जो multiple time आते हैं आपके platform में. Okay. उनसे पूछो कि hey, like, can you tell me? I mean, how this can become so much cool? I mean, when would you share this with your friends? What can I do for you so that you will share with your friends? So they might tell कि हाँ अगर मैं ये करूँ उसके बाद अगर मेरे को कूपन मिलता है, we're going to pay for it.
Colleges.
Why colleges will pay?
Because it is something which is benefiting the college actually. They are
How?
managing the data.
So they are using Google Form, na?
Students who are part of the college, they'll be able to access it. So they will just click on the apply button. That's all it is. It is not actually targeted towards the students. It is for the placement department of the college.
Got it.
For example, in our college, it's Center for Career Development, CCD. That manages placement. So I want CCD to adopt it to collect the data from the students. College should be the one who is paying for it.
अच्छा ठीक है ना, like make a subscription out of it ना. Say I'll give you an example. ठीक है. Maybe say कि हाँ until 500 student, ठीक है, you will pay me this much per month to manage the data.
Yeah.
Am I in the right direction now?
Yeah.
ठीक है. So tell them na, you maybe pay on the basis of tiers you have there. 500 student, 10,000 student, 50,000 student. That way you will make money every month. It will be a good recurring business. But problem here is again the efficiency you are solving here. ठीक है. मतलब how do I say? I mean, see, college when they will adopt. ठीक है. When they say कि this has potential, this has already data of say 5,000 student. Can you achieve that? Think about it. Okay. And again, again, as I told you, I want to make it side thing. तो वो काम नहीं करेगा फिर, पता है? मतलब
Side thing for now because I don't have the resources first. I don't.
तो find resources for that. Get a job, maybe do freelancing, do consultation.
Yeah, for that purpose, I want to make it side for.
No. You cannot make it a side thing, यार. That's the problem, पता है? So I have this is a mental model again. Check this out, ठीक है? This is a pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where your college bureaucracy and everything are sitting. ठीक है? These are the people who are watching you doing your stuff, and this is where you are putting your hard work, and this is where you have to do all the hard work. प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि हम ये नहीं करना चाहते हैं, हम डायरेक्ट यहां से यहां पहुंचना चाहते हैं. द पॉइंट इज द पीपल हु आर सिटिंग आउट हियर, दे आर वाचिंग यू. ठीक है. ऑल द शिट दैट यू आर डूइंग हियर, दे हैव टू सी दिस. आप जो हार्डवर्क कर रहे हो, हाथ पैर मार रहे हो, हर दिन जा रहे हो, हर दिन. हैव यू गॉन टू द कॉलेज प्लेसमेंट सेल एवरी डे फॉर 30 days? हैव यू गॉन देयर?
No, not every day, but
that is the point here. This diagram here, this actually shows this. This is what persistency is all about. ठीक है. स्टार्टअप नहीं बनेगा नहीं तो. द पॉइंट इज नोबडी इज हियर टू एक्चुअली शो यू दैट कि ऐसे होता है. तो दे आर नॉट एग्रीइंग बिकॉज दे आर बिजी विद देयर ओन वर्ल्ड ना. सो यू हैव टू डू दिस थिंग. इफ यू कैन लिटरली टेल कि आई हैव कम हियर फॉर द लास्ट 30 days हियर टू जस्ट टू मीट यू सर, तो दे विल बी लाइक कि इम्प्रेस्ड. अरे भाई चलो बात करते हैं. इट विल हैपन एक्चुअली. आई हैव डन दिस in my life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. ठीक है कि for 30 days, for 60 days, just go. Just tell them I want to crack this. I want to do this badly enough. And don't tell anyone कि this is a side thing I'm doing. ठीक है, because you're actually putting that into pedestal ना. They will like, yeah, they are not taking it a priority. You tell कि यार I want to solve this bad enough because my people, they want this. They are already frustrated with all the data they are adding every day. Okay, maybe tell it कि it's like a Aadhaar but for student. ओके तो वो हो सकता है. सो आई होप यू रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे एलिमेंट्स है. दिस इज वेयर यू राइट योर स्टोरी. दिस आर द पीपल हु विल अप्रूव यू एंड दे आर द वन हु आर आल्सो सपोर्ट यू. मे बी नॉट द पर्सन हु विल से यस, बट someone from the side, they will see you doing this and they will vouch for you, and this is very important. And these are the people who will support you. ठीक है, या फिर मजाक भी करेंगे, ट्रॉल भी करेंगे. ठीक है, लेकिन ये क्या बना दिया. ठीक है. तो you will have all of these people in your equation, but the point is you have to keep trying. Okay, can I just check it right now? Okay, in front of me. How does it work?
Project, but right now we have to set up again because it's hosted free. So
क्यों
it will
यार,
be-
मैं बताऊं, सिंपल चीज है यार. देखो, एक डोमेन खरीदना है, डोमेन 800 का आता है, ठीक है, 500 का भी आता है, 300 का भी आता है, अगर डॉट इन तो और कम आता है यार. डोंट टेल मी कि यू कैन नॉट स्पेंड इट फॉर अ ईयर कि यार
It
एक
was
डोमेन.
not for that purpose.
मोस्ट ऑफ अस स्ट्रगल विद टाइम मैनेजमेंट हियर, ठीक है. व्हाट आई डिड, आई एक्चुअली मेड ए गूगल शीट, ओके, जहां पे आई रोट हाफ एन आवर का गैप से सुबह मतलब रात का 12 बजे से अगले दिन का 12 बजे तक मैंने पूरा लिख दिया एकदम. 12 टू 12:30 टू 1. आई लिटरली मेड ए कॉलम, ठीक है, पूरा रो में है. आई डिड दैट एक्सपेरिमेंट फॉर 7 days, जहां पे आई मेंशन की व्हाट आर थिंग्स दैट आई डिड फॉर द लास्ट 30 मिनट. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? सोचो कि एक कॉलम है, गूगल शीट है, साइड में सारे टाइम है, एंड राइट साइड में यू आर मेंशनिंग व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट यू डिड इन द लास्ट 30 minutes. So that way I was able to track my activity, and that actually is going to help you manage your time. कि भाई यहाँ पे मैं टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, क्या रील देख रहा हूँ, ठीक है, मजे कर रहा हूँ, फोन में बात कर रहा हूँ, घूम रहा हूँ, ठीक है. There are a lot of other words but I won't put up, right? So that's what you have to fix. And don't tell me कि you are doing 27/7 your job thing. Yeah, that is important, I know, but to make it happen, भाई एफर्ट तो मानना पड़ेगा. एंड इट शुड बी ऑल्सो इन अ वे कि यू आर एबल टू शो इट, कि जैसे अभी मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि इज इट लाइव, तो यार नहीं अभी लाइव नहीं है ना, तो दैट एक्चुअली काइंड ऑफ टर्न ऑफ, राइट, कि यार यू आर नॉट पुटिंग इन एफर्ट. एक पिज्जा का खाने में जो उसका कम पैसा से एक डोमेन का वो आ जाता है, पता है, राइट. डोमेन देन सर्वर ऑल्सो, इफ यू आर डूइंग, इफ एनी वन ऑफ यू हु हैज सर्वर, दे कैन गिव अवे फॉर फ्री. यार सर्वर भी ज्यादा कॉस्टली नहीं है, ठीक है. सर्वर इज, एंड आई गेस वर्सल, नॉट वर्सल, राइट, वर्सल गिव्स यू फ्री, इवन नेटलीफाई गिव्स यू फॉर फ्री. यू हैव टू ऐड योर डोमेन, बस. You can do it. My answer to all of this would be no, you don't want it bad enough, ठीक है. If you want it bad enough तो करोगे. And उसका सबसे nearest example है भूख. रात को 2 बजे भूख लगेगा तो क्या करोगे, खाना पड़ेगा. तो तब think about that कि मेरे को ये करना है. यहाँ पे एक और चीज है, that Batman reference. Please come out of that cave. By the way, do you know what is that Batman reference here? I guess most of you don't understand here. Batman has this quality. He has this cave, right? So he goes there, he builds stuff. So entrepreneurs are like that. We have that syndrome, ठीक है. Once we have an idea, we are like नहीं यार कोई चोरी कर लेगा. Social network तो मैंने देखा है, तो वहां पे like Mark Zuckerberg steals the idea and he builds the company. That is bullshit, guys. ठीक है. It's not that true. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg has built a lot of other tools and product initially, ठीक है. तो वैसा नहीं होता है. And it's never about building a product. It's always about the distribution side. Okay. How good you are at selling your product. Okay. How good you are at telling about your product to someone else. Okay, so work on that thing, not on the product side. You know what? Kunal Shah mentions this thing about Delta 4 experience. Anyone knows about it? So Kunal Shah speaks about this Delta 4 experience, where once you create an experience for someone, okay, so they don't go to the existing behavior. मैं एक बहुत raw example देता हूँ. I told you about the movie experience, right? You are going to go book a ticket in the एक ऑप्शन वहां पे जाके बुक करोगे और एक ऑनलाइन बुक कर लोगे, ठीक है. सो वंस यू बुक टिकट थ्रू पेटीएम और बुक माई शो, यू वोंट बी गोइंग बैक टू द ऑफलाइन थिंग. दैट्स अ डेल्टा फॉर एक्सपीरियंस, ठीक है. सिमिलर टू ट्रू कॉलर, ठीक है. वंस यू यूज ट्रू कॉलर, यू हैव दैट ब्रैग वर्दी प्रोपोर्शन कि भाई पता है मैं नंबर देख के बता सकता हूँ कौन है वो. That's a delta for experience. You won't go back to any other because that is a delta for experience. Okay. So can your product create delta for experience? So think about that. Okay. And remember that equation thing I told you, A plus B equals to C. Then with your product, then with your product, A plus B plus your product equals to C to the power N. That N is the exponential value your product is creating. So define that value. 300 of this year. Okay. And these are nothing these are all my personal learning. ये आपको कहीं भी नहीं मिलेगा इंटरनेट में. These are all my own personal learnings. मतलब it explains about lot of things. This is about building and selling. Okay, it's if you're building something, focus on selling. That's it. Okay, and it's a straight line. But all the marketing and everything, it comes later on. Okay, and you will see very less people in the selling side, but a lot of people in the building side, and even more people in the sideways, right? जो कि आपको बस time waste कर रहे हैं, time pass कर रहे हैं, बस वो. The aim with this mental model is to explain that if you're building something, just go sell it. That's it. And here are some of the examples that you can see in the below. Okay, which also explains the different behavior, where there are some of the people who are just building, like this guy mentioned, right? He's just building in private. So avoid that thing. Go and at least onboard some people. You will be able to brag it. So for example, अगर मेरे को बोलते starting में कि Riten, I built this product. It has 5,000 user का database right now. Okay, that would have been brag worthy even for the college professor or someone. Okay, so think in that way to get result. There is not only one way, there are multiple ways. Okay, whatever I am saying, maybe I could be wrong, but find your way. Okay, तो वो चीज है.
Thank you so much, sir.
No problem, yaar. I mean, always happy to help.
I have one question. Like in today's world, we are seeing that there are 2 or 3 types of startups that are coming. Like one is product driven, where we know the products but not the founders or the co-founders.
Yeah.
And the second would be influencer based or the founder driven products.
Yes.
Like if some influencer who is already have gained a lot of popularism
Correct.
on any social media and he launches a product, people just directly go and purchase it.
Yeah.
My point is that the product driven products, the founders have to do a lot of research, struggle, and all his implementations to marketize their product and to reach to the direct consumer set. But if we see in influencers or founder driven, they don't have to do this much of middleman, what I can say, struggle. So how do you see that? Like we have seen in food industries also, like the industrial driven products, the founder driven products have we can't trust, the people can't trust the products in the food industry. Like we have seen recently an article about the whey proteins and the brand, like the influencers who are already
Promoting it.
Yeah, promoting it. They just promote it on the
Got
name
it.
of the companies.
Got it.
But they don't see the back behind, like the back.
Got it. The
scene.
backstory and everything,
Yeah.
right?
So how do you see it?
I have a question to you. What do you think Fueler is? I mean, is it like founder led thing or the influencer led?
No, I think the founder driven.
Okay, great. So I'll tell you. See, in this case, now I feel people have to be, I mean, we people, consumer have to be aware enough, right? And that is how the market has been working. Okay, influencer will product because there's an incentive attached to it. They either get the product, okay, or they will get certain commission out of the sales happening. Okay, so influencer obviously to build that influence, they put in work, right? But they might not have the proper idea about the product thing, okay, but at least they have put in effort to build the influence, that entire audience and stuff. The hard work is there, okay, that's not a problem. Again, I would suggest the founder has to actually work on the influence. It's not easy. Okay, I'll tell you, Zomato is a very good example where the founder, everybody knows about the founder, but in case of Swiggy, we don't know the founder. Right, Dipinder Goyal, we know about Zomato's founder, not in Swiggy's case. So there are different type of examples in our market, whatever works for you. Okay, I feel in this case the consumer has to be like smart enough and see. At my core, I believe, okay, if you are bluffing with the customer, you will be gone one day. Very simple. I mean, one day you will be caught, and that day all the hype that you created, it will be gone. Okay, because there are a lot of examples. Whatever has happened with Beer Bicep recently, I guess you all know. Right, he has been working for a long time, but just one mistake and gone. Right, people are literally unsubscribing and doing a lot of. The word has gone to politician as well. Right, so in this case, I feel consumer needs to be like they should be they should be properly aware. Number one, okay, and influencer, they should be responsible enough if they are promoting the wrong item or not. Right, and because if they are doing it, one day they will be caught. I mean, someone will be kind of telling the truth and stuff, right? So founders needs to be responsible enough, and that could be the way, because I have seen founders who are doing it. The Whole Truth Food, anyone knows about Whole Truth Food? Yeah, so their founder does it. The Whole Truth Food, it's a protein bar, okay? They don't add any kind of sugar in their protein bar, okay? So their founder kind of openly promotes this, okay? They kind of criticize other protein bar who has other elements, right? So a founder has to be responsible enough, okay?
In your podcast, you were saying about the distribution.
Which
so,
one?
During the podcast,
yeah,
you were
yeah,
saying that 10 peoples and then 100
20
people.
people, yeah.
So, in our early stages, how you approach the people to use your product and how you approach to build your team in the early stages?
Good question. Are you building anything right now?
No, sir. I'm in the first year. I'm thinking about the ideas.
Okay. So think about the product first. What exactly you are building, okay? And what would it need to build the product, okay? So is it a tech product? Is it a food or whatever you are trying to build, okay? The team thing. See, how would you sell to someone if you cannot sell to one of the co-founders? Okay, I mean, if you want to build your team, you have to sell it to them. You have to show the potential. Hey, I mean, we'll be building this. We have 4 years in our hand, let's make it productive. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, इससे ये फायदा होगा, इससे will be able to make this much of money. Okay, so always try to maybe be clear with the incentive. Okay, what exactly the incentive is it money, is it social status, is it popularity, is it fame, what is it? So define that first. Okay, and finding team is not easy, by the way. Okay, you have to go pitch to a lot of folks. Okay, tell them the benefits the product has. Okay, and again, don't fall in love with it. I told that repeatedly. Okay, and just one idea won't be working. You have to again try out multiple different ways. Okay, and to sell your product, take your first MVP to your people, right? Show them, right? This is what I have built. Would you be able to try it out? Okay, so that's when you can get your initial feedback. Okay.
And one more thing. So how would know that this product will, matlab, the distribution will be there and it will grow? How you measure the growth of your company?
Money, right?
So,
Money is the bottom line. Okay, the other is if you're getting consistent user every day. Okay, you will measure, right, every month that okay, if you build this and every week we are seeing that 50 people have joined, 20 people have joined, 100 people have joined, so you can measure that growth, right? So traction is important that way. So it's called traction. Traction could be number of user and the other could be the money. That's it. That is the bottom line. See, if you build something and it is actually bringing you money, I guess that's the best thing you can do. Okay, money is the hardest part because it's very hard to take out money from people now, especially if they are just student. Okay, especially you have a follow-up question there.
yes,
Tell
but
me.
I was thinking that maybe sometimes you feel like that saturation has come and
Saturation will come very later on, na? Saturation, I mean, you haven't even started, so saturation is
means I am asking from you that you have felt like ki, after 10 years, like
oh, okay, got it. So that's why I told, right, that why thing is very important. Okay, I mean, why exactly you are doing this? Saturation will happen. I mean, nobody can stop it, but uh, I guess innovation could be one of the way where you can take feedback and you are also growing with the market. You are not doing the same thing again. किसका example है? I mean, there are a lot of product, right, which were 10 years, I mean, before we had this 10 years ago, right? But right now we see the different shape and form of it, right? So it will grow in that way. In case of founder, I feel it's a personal choice. Okay, it's a personal choice because if they have lose the motivation, they want to do something else, they can do it. Nobody can stop it, right? But in your case, ask yourself, okay, can you do this for the next 10 years, 20 years? It's a personal, actually it's pretty much personal. Okay, you'll have a different answer to build your product, I'll have different answer to build my product. For me, I have this soft corner for people who come from small towns and city. They lack exposure and stuff, right? And they have always been rejected because of the lack of skills they have. So can we help them? And is this something that can be solved in the next 10 years, 20 years? I feel no. So it has to be big enough so that they have enough resources around them. So that inspires me, that motivates me every day, right? So it's personal. Okay, so you have to think about it and don't think about saturation, all of those right now, because it will come very later on. If saturation is coming in just maybe 1 month or so, then trust me, you don't want it bad enough. Okay, or maybe it's not a deep enough problem you are solving. Okay, so yeah, that's it.
Sir, I had a lot of questions, but you already answered most of them.
Okay.
Actually, I'm asking that, like, your marketing strategy regarding, like, your target audience are job seekers, students, and company. You already shared that through LinkedIn. You like approach to the different companies, but how you reach a different like students? Because especially the newcomer students, they believe on like their YouTube tutors, because whatever tutors say, they like quickly download it and use it. Like me being in first year, I started using LinkedIn from my first year. The platform recommended me that being an engineering student, LinkedIn is very much important, and I quickly downloaded it on that day. So how you like reach out to students? Like, have you planned of some promotions through YouTube ads or
Yeah,
YouTube influencer?
it's a good question. It's a question for distribution. So I'll tell you what have we done. Okay, what we have done. We used social channel, I told you, right? So from there we were able to attract some of the college students, okay, who were doing events in their college, okay, and they were asking for sponsorship, okay, in their college. Like you also host event, you ask for sponsorship, right? So we also got a lot of requests. Hey Riten, like Fuller is a perfect product for our college. Would you be interested in sponsorship? So now there are two type of sponsorship. One is in kind, one is monetary sponsorship. So we are not able to spend money, we make it clear for them, okay? But they love it so much that they like, hey, like, it's okay, you tell us, I mean, what you are able to provide. So we go with in-kind sponsorship, okay, where we give out fueler premium to them, right, the winners. That's how we collaborate, and that's how we have been able to reach to that folks, okay? But again, I'll tell you one more thing. The first time you get to know a product, you won't be using it, okay? But the founder knows that this person needs to be knowing about the product for the 10th time. So there is a stage of conviction, by the way, okay? I have a mental model for that. So there is a stage, okay, where your product has to be there for 10 times. So for example, even for LinkedIn, right? First time, if you know about LinkedIn, you might not use it, okay? Second time, third time, fourth time, but there will be time you'll be like, okay, dude, this is amazing, this is going crazy, I am the one who is losing out, so I should be definitely checking it out, right? So in order to that happen, you have to unlock the first 2-3 stages, right? So any founder has to think about it. In my case, I know that the first time I go to a college, they won't use Fueler, but at least I'll be unlocking the first step. Once they see Fueler one time, they will see Fueler again and again, and they will see it repeatedly, and that's when we'll be able to fully kind of bring that person to our platform, okay? And that happens with every platform out there. So to answer your question, you have to try out different channels. We haven't thought about YouTube promotion and stuff right now. We are not spending any money on promotion right now. We are doing it all the creative ways possible to reach out to them, through value creation, through city chapters, right? Through city chapters are helping us a lot right now, because it is onboarding folks in the the group. From the group, if we share opportunities with them, then they realize, okay, fine, this also gives me reason to use Fueler, because if I have to submit the assignment, I have to create the Fueler portfolio, okay? So if I submit a portfolio, if I submit the assignment, the person will also see my portfolio, and the portfolio will have all the work, and if there are no work, then it will be a bad impression for me. So it kind of push them to put their work on the platform. See, the first time I like brought you in the platform, I mean from the WhatsApp group to the platform, to inspire you to add more and more work. So it's an entire cycle we are playing here, okay? So you have to actually picture all of those things, and you have to design it. So that's how you're going to help someone to kind of take action. And again, it's very hard to make people take action. It's very hard. People won't listen to you. Why will they take action? So you have to actually make it easy for them to take action, okay? So yeah, if I answer your question. Yeah, by the way, I showed you this, by the way. This is what that stage looks like. Okay, there are first stage you see, right? It's nothing but I mean, there is no outline, right? But in the last one, you can see there is an outline. So this is where you are fully convinced that Fueler can change your life. This is where you first time heard about Fueler. So I, as a founder, have to ensure that how I can bring you from there to here. And all the things that you see here, these are nothing but all the insights, resources, success stories, people talking about Fueler everywhere. So I have to ensure that all the things are happening so that you are reaching here finally one day, okay? And this is the mental model for that. So if you as a person, if this is clear to your mind, then it will be easy for you to bring someone from here to here, okay? And it's called conviction, how conviction happens. And this is, by the way, not for just product. It could be convincing your mom to allow you go for a trip. Honestly, you can apply this mental model anywhere if you want to convince them, okay? So I hope it sticks with you. Yeah. Yeah, please.
Thank you. I'm Madhuparna. I'm in first year. My question is about Fueler itself. The market, it's really competitive, and to have the customers and the audience, we need to do something unique. So I wanted to ask, how is Fueler differentiating itself from the other platforms available?
Got it. Can you name some of the platforms?
Well, I am personally a designer, so I go on Behance,
Dribble.
and Step.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So have you were you able to apply through assignment on Dribble?
No, I have not. No.
On Behance?
No.
I mean, it's not there, right?
Behance, I think there might be something.
No, it's not there. So you cannot apply through assignments on Behance or Dribble. Okay. So Dribble and Behance has this only user side to it. Okay. They also have Behance has agency side to it. You can create your agency profile or company profile. Okay. But again, it is to just show their work. Okay. So they're not hiring through assignments there. Okay. So in case of Fueler, we took care of these two things. One is user, one is companies, and they will be able to hire through assignment. Okay. That's it. So that's the differentiating factor we have on Fueler. And again, that custom portfolio thing, it's on Fueler, and the video proof work thing, it's on Fueler, right? So those are the unique element that we have taken care of in our platform compared to Behance and Dribble. Okay, so I feel these are there in the market for a long time right now, but problem again is they are not innovating. I mean, they are not coming up with new stuff and all regularly. Okay, Behance has been acquired by Adobe right now. Are you aware of it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so it has become like a government product now. You know what government product is? I mean, it is not actually it is not see, I'll tell you, when you're building something for privately, you will put in a lot of effort, but the moment it is being acquired now, so there is not enough passion there. Okay, so in our case, we have realized that okay, we can do it better by bringing the assignment element to it, by actually giving a way where companies can hire very good candidates through the platform, right? So we have those elements in our platform, which is different from the Behance and Dribble, especially in case of designer. Okay, yeah, and as I told, right, we are trying to focus more on the writers and marketers side.
Yes.
Product managers, they don't have dedicated platform for that. Okay,
Yes,
but
yes.
later on we realized that okay, even designers are using Fueler because a designer can also have case study. You cannot put your case study on Behance or Dribble, but you can do it on Fueler. So that actually helps you, and you can create custom portfolio of your case studies on Fueler, not on Behance. Okay, case study again, maybe articles you have written, maybe you have built some products. Okay, you cannot do that on Behance, but on Fueler you can do it. Okay,
We can post our case study on Behance. There is
I-
also.
in a way you can put your images. Okay, but yeah, in a way you can use in image form, exactly, but not in the form of articles you have written. Okay, so that is possible on Fueler. You can do that. Okay, so in a way you have to just put link and that's it. And by the way, even people who are using Behance, right, they also use Fueler. What they do, they simply plug their Behance link there. That's it. In a way, what they're able to do, they can bring together all the work they have done. Okay, so I can just type Fueler Hall of Fame, okay, on Google. You will get a page. So open that page. You will please go to the designer section. You will get all the designers who are using Fueler. So there you will see they have uploaded their Behance portfolio as well. Okay, so in a way they can bring together all the work they have done on Fueler too. Okay, so that's possible.
All right. Also, I had another question. What do you think? What skills are very valuable to the next generation of entrepreneurs?
Entrepreneurs,
Yeah,
people skill, I guess.
people skills.
Yeah, I mean selling skills. Okay, you have to be greatest salesman ever. Every day is a demo day for you, right? Even today here I am telling about Fueler, right? So that's very important for you, right? So I guess that people skill is very important. Learn about sales as much as possible because as a founder you have to sell. Okay, I guess a lot of startups fail because of sales problem, right? You're not able to sell. Okay, the differentiating factor, it's a very good question actually. Whenever I'm convincing a designer, so I have to tell them why they should use Fueler, not any other platform, right? So that sales skills has to be there. Okay, so I would suggest people skill has to be there, sales skill, and obviously to be aware of all the changes and trends happening around you, right? What are the new tools coming in? Okay, are you going to help your community members with those, right? How quickly you are adopting to the changes around them, around yourself? Okay, are you implementing AI, okay, to your platform? So you have to take care of all the trends happening around you, right? And that's how you're going to also help your community. Do you know Perplexity? Anybody? Yeah, so that his founder, right, Arvind, anyone knows again? He's pretty much active on Twitter. Check out his Twitter feed. He's actively tweeting about all the things happening on his product, right? So you have to be that kind of founder where you're actively selling, you're interacting with your user, people are loving it, they're using it, right? So those are the skill you have to work on it. And as a founder, please take care of your personal brand. Okay, I mean, if you don't have money, please take care of your personal brand. It's going to help a lot. Personal brand, you know about personal brand, right? Are you aware of personal brand?
Yes.
So personal brand is usually how many people know you. Okay, and personal brand is not just for founder, it's also applicable to you students as well. Okay, how many followers do you have on social media? Okay, and don't go with all the social media, by the way. Leverage one of them. Could be LinkedIn, could be Twitter, could be Instagram, could be any other platform. Okay, but please leverage one social media platform and hit that first 1000 follower or first 1000 subscriber, or even YouTube is one of them. Okay, I went to IIT Kharagpur, Guwahati, right? So there's this guy, he came to me and he was like, Riten, I loved your talk and everything. I am building this platform. Okay, and can you help me with that? I told him, I love your channel. He was, like he was mind blown. He was like, how do you know it? So I know because I literally searched IIT Guwahati and his channel was ranking there. He couldn't believe, he was like that. I mean, it was so crazy. I mean, how do you know it? So I had told him, I saw it on YouTube. So that's how your personal brand is being. He was he was literally not believing it. I saw his channel. He was documenting his journey in IIT Guwahati. He was creating videos on all of those. The moment I saw him, I knew that he was the guy. Okay, so it actually made him proud, right? He was so happy. Now it will push him to do even more. Similarly, it's for you, right? Maybe document your learning, put it out there, build a personal brand. Okay, it will help you in job as well. You will start getting offer out of campus. By the way, it's not mandatory, right, to apply job from your campus. Not mandatory, right? Guys, build a personal brand on any of the social media channel. You literally get jobs. Okay, you will get jobs. Even if you are popular or on Fueler community, you will get job because people are vouching for you. I have seen people sharing others' Fueler portfolio because they have amazing Fueler portfolio. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, and join our main community as well. We have a very amazing community. Okay, there are a lot of events that happens. If you go and simply, you will see a lot of folks who are from Fueler community. Okay, that has happened a lot. So that they will vouch for you. So that's how your personal brand is created. How many people know you? Okay, so do that. And even for your friends, maybe create a resource where you have DSA interviews on all of those. That way also you can build a personal brand. Even if you're simply helping someone, you're building a personal brand. It's not some fancy, First personal brand is now some 10,000, 20,000 followers. It could be as simple as how many people are vouching for you. Okay? Yeah. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, sir, thank you.
Awesome.
And I wanted to say this talk today with you was really inspirational.
Thank you so much. Means a lot. You have come here. Yeah.
Sir, I am Ujjwal from first year.
Sorry?
Sir, I am Ujjwal from first year.
Ujjwal. Hi, Ujjwal.
Yes. Sir, as we are a college student and we have classes, labs, coding, and especially for me as an EC student, time management will be a crucial part for me in the next years. Sir, so please tell us about how you manage the time, and as you said about the spreadsheet thing, 30 minutes you track your time.
Yeah.
Sir, please tell us how you manage your time as an entrepreneur and your life, your family life, your personal time, how you manage things.
Very hard question. All right. I guess it's subjective, right? I'm sorry, guys. So it's subjective. How I manage my time, right? So again, see, you cannot do everything together, right? Something has to be missed out. Okay, you have to prioritize. I mean, the simple answer to this is you have to prioritize. Okay, I cannot do everything together. Okay, I have to make priority. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. Okay. See, I have 7 days in my hand. Okay, and 7 days. This many hours I have to allocate in this. I have to allocate in this. And again, in my case, what I do, I'll be very honest here. I use my diary. Okay, I literally list down all the tasks that I have to do. Okay, and I just in end of the day, I just click them off. That's it. Okay, so most of you might say I can use any other tools and stuff. No, I simply use pen, paper, and there is a satisfaction involved when I'm able to cross those things that I have to do. Right. So similarly, in your case, to write all the things that you want to do. Okay, and once you do that, it's easy for you. Okay. You will be able to cross them off and again make priority. Okay, make priority. Again, if you don't make prioritization, what happens? You will be everywhere. Okay, you will. There is something called half-baked thing, right? I mean, all the work that you do, you are not doing it completely. So avoid that thing. You will be trapped in that. Okay, maybe just do top 5 thing. That's it, and ignore the other things, right? And prioritize the things that are important for you. Your health is there, and if I'm an entrepreneur, I have to focus on things that helps me grow our revenue, our community, and a lot of other things that we do, right? So I prioritize in that way. Okay, and again, even I'm learning, right? Even I'm trying to figure out how I can manage my time better. So yeah, that's it. It's a iterative process.
So as L&T CEO said, you have to work more. Infosys CEO said you have to work 70 hours a day. And last week also, Oyo Room CEO, Mr. Ritesh Agarwal said you have, if you are a founder, you have to be a zero family time. So sir, what's are your views on this?
It's true. It's true actually. I mean, uh, see, when you become an entrepreneur, when you decide to become an entrepreneur, right, you almost go in the monk mode. Okay, so your family, your customer becomes your family, right? I mean, your community becomes your family, and obviously your family will complain, your girlfriend will complain, your wife will complain, your mother, your father, or your boyfriend, whatever, right? They will complain. So I guess having the support is very important, right? And like all of those they mentioned, it's hard actually. Okay, see, again, if you're expecting your employees to do that kind of work, you have to compensate as well. Okay, I agree with one of the things that, okay, in order to become successful as a nation, right, we all have to work really hard, guys. It's not easy. See, China is a very good example. I know there are a lot of bad things there, right, but they have a very good work ethic. I mean, I wouldn't say work good, very good, right, because they know the fact that I have to work really hard. That's when result will come in. So we as a country, we take our work life balance very seriously. Okay, but what is the point of work life balance if you haven't done any work, first of all? Okay, and any gate work won't come very easy. Okay, you have to work really, really hard. And sometimes, again, define hard work. What is hard work again? Hard work is nothing but anything that you are doing for a long, long time. Okay, there are no results, but again you are doing it. Sometime you will give up, right? So what is hard work? Define that hard work. I have an article on this, by the way. It's on my Medium. Okay, just write Riten Debnath work, hard work, something like that. Okay, you will get that article. I will tell you, please read that hard work, that article. It's from, I guess, 2019 or 18. It's long back. I have actually listed down all the things. What is hard work? Hard work means this. Hard work means this. Okay, so read that. So I believe as an entrepreneur you have to put in a lot of work. Okay, and there is no escape to that. Okay, and to be very honest, there is no personal life once you become an entrepreneur. Okay, but somewhere you have to manage. Somewhere you have to explain the hard work or the what priority and all of those things. If they are supporting you, then it becomes very easy. Okay, so yeah.
I think this rule, this 90 hours, this discussion is
What
not actually for the entrepreneurs. It is for the employees.
employees exactly?
And they're not really benefiting as much as.
Yes, that's why I told it, right? If you're getting benefit, if you're getting paid for it, then you can do it, right? And if you're not getting benefit out of it, then obviously one will question, right? Again, there is one more thing. If you are as an employee, if you're working for say 70 hours per week, okay, you have an aspiration that you one day will become an entrepreneur, and you are doing this for yourself only because you are going to learn from it, then do it, because you're not doing it for the rest of your life. I'm sorry, you're doing it for the next maybe 2 to 3 years or 5 years, right? So for that you can do it, and after that maybe just you do it for yourself, for your own company when you become an entrepreneur. Okay, so that time you will be you will know that, okay, fine, that was actually true. Okay, but as an employee I cannot expect my team member to work 70 hours, right? If they do, then it's their choice, right? But I cannot expect them to do it, and to be putting them into their throat, it's very unethical, I feel. Okay, so yeah, did I answer your question? Awesome, yeah.
So I want to ask that on which topic we have to focus at time of starting a company, and after that how could I maintain the reputation of a company and should have to do for that, and in case of starting time we will lose or maybe some defect, then how will we manage that one?
The loss part.
Loss part, yeah.
Loss of money.
Yeah, then how will we manage at that
Okay,
time?
you have to make I mean, see, loss is, so when you're funded, right, so
Yeah.
most of the startup by choice they go into loss. Okay, see, as you go more into startup you will know all of this thing, how the profit and loss work.
Yeah, but maybe there is a chance I may be lost. After the being lost, what will I do?
You will find ways to make it profitable. Okay, you will do more sales. Again,
For that, we will have to more money.
no. So I'll tell you. See, there are a lot of startups. Okay. So in some startup, they burn money to make money. Okay, there are startups which actually directly makes money. Okay, so somewhere you have to find a way that you are not making more losses. You have to cut down on the losses. So you must have heard, right? People are cutting off their layoff happens. Why? Because they are simply cutting off the cost. That's it. Are you getting me? Like, see, the biggest cost for any company is the employee cost. Okay, so they do layoff because of what? Because of this only. They are trying to minimize their cost. Okay, and with like when they are cutting out down the cost, they are increasing the profit size, right? And again, it's a very long discussion. Okay, where you mentioned how can I go from loss to profit? It will happen because of multiple factors. Okay, I might have to ask a question. I mean, what product are you currently building? Is it on loss right now? Okay, I might ask you in what segments you are making loss. Okay, can you reduce this? Can you do this for the next 6 months? If you see that okay, I have my loss are decreasing now. Okay, then eventually you will go in the profit side. Okay, so again, it's a very big question to ask. Okay, it's not just one thing to answer.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, hi.
So my question is, being a student, how, like you said, we have to live with the problems. So being a student, how should we go on the ground level to experience these things? Like we have our colleges also to.
Got it. You have a college, right? That's a problem.
हाँ.
Drop out kar lo. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a good question actually. So I'll tell you now. Which ground you want to visit? Sabji mandi?
Na,
Which one?
my idea is it will be for the small towns and villagers. So like to reach there, to go there and experience their problems actually.
Okay, you just know it that there's a problem, but
Huh.
in order to understand the problem better, you have to go there, live there.
Huh.
Right?
So how can I do that?
Just go there.
If I
I guess I understand your problem. So the thing is, right, maybe you cannot solve that problem right now. Okay, because your situation currently demands something else, that is education. You have to study, you have to fill this cup, right, with knowledge. So once you have knowledge, then you will be able to impart, right? So maybe even going there, it might not help, people might not take you seriously. But if you study, if you have degree or maybe something that you can go and tell, hey, I am a graduate, I am an engineer, I am a PhD holder, I am stuff like that, so maybe they will take you more seriously. That could be one of the way. And other way is ki yaar, if you are hungry enough, you will simply go. I cannot stop you. I guess nobody sitting here can stop you. That is the bottom line. Are you getting me? I mean, imagine the problem is so bad that you want to solve it. Nah, trust me, nobody can solve it. Eventually, it comes down to your shelter, food, right? And obviously the cloth. That's it. If you have all of this thing with you, you can simply hit the ground and you can do it. And that time, at that point of time, all this college and all everything will seem like Moh Maya to you. Honestly, you think about it deeply, right? If you want to solve the problem bad enough, you will simply go there and solve it. But if you feel like no, I want to learn something first, become something, establish myself first, make some money, have something on my account, savings and stuff, then I'll go. Then you can do that too. That's not a problem. Okay, so I told you about living with the problem, right? There's a mental model here on my notebook. I have also shown this on my TEDx. I'll explain very briefly. Imagine there's a circle. There's a circle. Outside of that circle, there are nothing. Second circle, there are small line. Okay. Then third circle, there are more lines. Okay. Those small lines are nothing but the cracks in the system. Okay. Like if there is a crack in the wall, I will see it, right? So it's like that. When you live with the problem, you will start spotting those cracks. Okay. And eventually, with the cracks, you will start spotting the fixes. The fixes are nothing but the conviction you have for the problem. So only when you live with the problem, you will start seeing those cracks, then those fixes, and eventually those fixes will help you build courage. Okay, and how will you do that? With knowledge, right? So you will need knowledge for that. So maybe this ecosystem here is going to help you with the knowledge, right? With the network as well. The people, who knows, you might find your next co-founder from here itself. Like I found my co-founder right from my college. If I was thinking I come from very normal college, private college, I cannot find a co-founder, then I might not have built Fueler, right? But I was super optimistic. I was like, nahi, yahi se karenge jo karenge, theek hai? So I was like that. So I found finally a guy, and we were building, and today even today we are building it, right? So it's like that. And By the way, उसके लिए तो time बनाओ यार. I mean, do a lot of research. If not offline, then maybe do internet. Leverage करो. Maybe speak with people who are there. ठीक है. Use social media. Maybe social media में you try to put up, ask people, ask for help. ठीक है. Then weekends, use the weekends you have. Maybe go here itself. Tripura में ही you can go visit people. Maybe try to include your professor in it so that they also support you. Right? तो waste तो है, तरीके है करने का, बट आपको करना है क्या वो आपको सोचना है. ठीक है.
Okay, thank you, sir.
या
There's a lighter question at the end.
Yeah.
Since you're now living in Bangalore,
Yeah.
how is it coming back to Agartala, especially after your TEDx talk?
Okay. I mean, it's pretty much same only. I mean, I haven't seen anything different, right? So it's same only. Coming here, I mean, in Agartala, it's always close to me, right? Whenever I come here, I feel good. I'm close to my family. So far it's fine, okay, but going back to Bangalore will be amazing because like the people, they will be asking for a lot of experiences and stuff, right? I mean, how it happened on all of those. And for our community members, they've already started asking me, Riten, I mean, like, like the next TEDx speaker should be from our Fuller community. So that kind of inspires me. Like, think about it. I brought this here to inspire you people. Maybe tomorrow, after 2 to 3 years back, some of you might be going to TEDx, right? So I want that to happen, right? And obviously going at TEDx, trust me, your life will change in a way where people will recognize you, they will take you seriously. And by the way, the TEDx thing happened, it was credits to the team member. They have found potential in my story, right? And by the way, there is an entire process behind that too. Most of you might don't know. There is an interview for that too. Yeah, okay. There is an online rehearsal, there is an offline rehearsal, there is an interview. You have to send out your outline. Then even they interview to kind of invite you to a speaker. It's not like that, hey, like we were inspired, come here. No, it's not like that. They have emailed some 200 folks, by the way. From there, they narrow it down to 1 or 2 speaker. Okay, and that's how you make it there. So I will encourage you people to please, I mean, experience a lot of things in your life. Read a lot of books. If you cannot go live with the problem, maybe try to find problems around you. Okay, and maybe research a lot. Use internet, use YouTube. Experience as much as things possible. By that only, learn about it, read about it. Use your library. You have amazing library, by the way. It's here, right, nearby. Yeah. So read that. Okay, and use